since I seen you last. I know I didn't have to walk away. All I had to do was ask for space. I'm telling you, be on your way. When I told you to fall back, so can you come pick up your clothes? I had them folded. Leave me at the door. It's still open. I know it's getting cold out, but it's not frozen. So come pick up your clothes. I had them folded. I'll let your body decide if this is good enough for you. Already folding it for you. Already folding it for you. I'll let your body decide if this is good enough for you. Already folding it for you. Already folding it for you. No matter what you do to switch the story up, I know I made my mark. And I would still choose you through it all. That's the crazy part. Crazy part. I don't need no more empty promises. Promise me that you got it. I don't need roses, just need some flowers for my garden. Can't you go back to how you loved on me when you started? I'll be here begging for you. You should be giving me love all damn day till the day is done. So if you wanna go that way, I'll be waiting up for you to come pick up your clothes. I had them folded. Leave me at the door while it's still open. Only thing I say to you is the heart of a woman.
DJ One Way is in the building.
Question is why I do the things I do. Answer I may never find, but I'll always choose you. Wanna give up on you, but still I know I can't. I put the blame on me for giving you chances to chance. And I try to be strong, but how much can I put your words on your life this time?
DJ One Way.
Heart of a woman.
Is the heart of a woman. It's my mind and my soul. Rest of your pride. Nigga, check your ego. 'Cause I left mine at the door. Just because I let it slide. Drowning all of my emotions. I let you slide in this ocean. I'm in love, can't stand. And I try to be strong. But how much can I put your word like this time? Hey, how you doing? How's your day going?
What?
You know that you can
It was
stay
on
what's
your
on
mind.
your mind. Are you on your way home? I warm up your plate when you arrive. And you go take off your shoes, hop out and spin it tough for you. Don't have to, but I love to do. Bartender, I pour a drink, I'm moving on to entertain. I'm down to do the little things.
DJ One Way is in the
Just wanna
building.
take some time to thank you and let you know just how you make me proud. The good times make up for the bad ones. I see you trying and I don't know how. You keep up with me when you're working, switch your timing. When our schedules aren't aligning.
That's the sign, that's the
sign, that's the sign. That it's okay to finally tell the world that you are more than enough, enough for me. Right here when you waking up.
If it's on the
Breakfast on the
table,
table, know you like eggs and nails scrambled up. Pancakes, bacon, no J on the side. Pack your bag with extra clothes, your toothbrush and a Louis told love notes for when you on the road. need your watch and Cuban links, a pillowcase for you to take. Boy, you deserve a little thing. Yeah. Just wanna take some time to think.
You know just how you make me smile. For the bad ones.
I see you trying and I don't know how. You keep up with me when you're working, switch your timing. Schedules aren't aligning. That's a sign that it's okay to finally tell the world that you are more than enough.
I gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking
I just gotta tell everybody. Goddamn, I love her. I love her.
I just wanna take her out and
The real man supposed to do.
We can play around and play
Then
around and
tell
got
me my
time
crew,
to
I love
DJ
her.
One Way.
I love her.
I love her. Goddamn, I love her. I love her.
Is it me or we talking just average? Is it because you like my accent? It's the way that I talk my shit? Is it the way that I wear these glasses? Met him on April the 2nd. By the 15, bought me a patty. I heard he be hard on bitches. Shit, I made him fall in love with a savage. It's the fact that I'm hard on niggas. But no lie, you making me feel deep. Got no type, but he say I'm the one. Let's go. He must got a thing for real bitches. I know I can get a little crazy, but I love that you know how to deal with it. I need you to bear with me, baby. I ain't really used to no real nigga. You own me and I'm on you too. I promise I'm not about to let up for nothing. I know I be nagging sometimes. Shit, put dick in my mouth, make me shut up or something. I promise to keep it tight. Every time gon' feel like a purge. You keeping me happy, you getting me thick. Got him asking me who I serve.
I just gotta tell everybody. I don't keep it meat on the low, goddamn low. Yo. Okay. Okay.
DJ One Way is in the building.
Can't keep fantasizing. I'm calling you so we can lock in.
Yeah.
But you call me toxic. You make it easy for me to believe in your love. You better believe it, cause baby, I'm leaving with something.
Yeah.
It's better than the trick you had before. Smiling cause you know I know you know I. You better still, I treat you well, I will. It's good, I can tell. Come give me hell, come here. Your fairy tale, under your spell I am. She gets Chanel, oh will it all depend. You screaming out, can't come for help from here. You leaving wells, I feel your nails for real. I hit you good, you're sleeping good for real. I bring you out, I bring you out.
One Way.
Offer you what I will, offer you what I will, offer you like no one has ever.
Real boss nigga, I'ma show him how to do it. Talking out his neck while we swerving and doing. My uptown bitch got a Glock with a 40. Hiding behind my shit, making like nigga feel pressure. 20 round my neck, but the Glock do the measure. Say you want smoke, turn this block to a dust. Whole hood know when I slide, I'ma catch her. Pounding my shit ain't been broke in a minute. I ain't been broke in a minute. Bitch out the fist, girl, I die about them bitches. I die about them bitches. But what you talking, I'm really on. Niggas, they hate cause I'm with it. Try about the foreign and plenty money. Bad little bitch, she finessing for me. Yeah. Chopper got a cute, cut that bitch Luke Kane. Turn the big step a flatline cold case. Bad bitch with me, she five blue flame. Just put the real boss nigga, I'ma show him how to do it. Talking out his neck while we swerving and doing. My uptown bitch got a Glock with a 40. Hiding behind my shit, making like nigga feel pressure. 20 round my neck, but the Glock do the measure. Say you want smoke, turn this block to a dust. Whole hood know when I slide, I'ma catch her. Pounding my shit ain't been broke in a minute. I ain't been broke in a minute. Bitch out the fist, girl, I die about them bitches. I die about them bitches. But what you talking, I'm really on. Niggas, they hate cause I'm with it. Try about the foreign, they plenty money. Bad little bitch, she finessing for me.
Sure I do. Look, listen, man, who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a good man.
Yeah.
Drunk in my memory to see you again. Wishing I could go back to just being a kid. When you young, you think everything lasts forever. You gotta take your time to make your life better. Don't ever dwell on what you don't got, be thankful. Tell me what your goals are, don't tell me what you can't do. Floating through the sky like an angel. Don't ask me what it took, just know that when you trying to grow wings, it can be painful. I've been rapping hot as propane. Listen to my words with your family, nothing profane. You ain't heard it quite like I. Make the mothers pay attention when I rap this fly. They like, who's that guy? He talking that talk that I like. He ain't doing what they doing, and I know that's right. I've been doing this for too long. I'm still here jamming. This is my new song. Y'all been sleeping, time to get up off that futon. Right. Yeah. I'll be right here.
That be hard, boy.
I'll be right here waiting for you.
That's your hard.
I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Look, I've been blessed beyond measure, I can't complain. So I'm walking in my blessing instead of walking in shame. God, please wrap me up in your arms and then deliver me. Bless my pen so they remember you and don't remember me. I ain't worthy, I serve you to keep myself right. When I was lost, you came and found me just like a stealth flight. Unseen and unheard, but I could feel your spirit. It trembled all through my nerves. I could never deny you all of your glory. When you created me perfect along with the perfect story. Granny said you pray or you worry, you can't do both. And you better give your life to the Lord before you go. Cause if you don't, you might regret that. I took it and I put it in my heart, I won't forget that. Thank you, God, for allowing me to be. I pray I never take it for granted, and that's on me.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I'll be right there waiting
Yes,
for
sir.
you. Yeah. I'll be right there waiting for you.
Yes, sir. That's my boy, Classic MC, and my man's Justin Gotti. You know what I mean? That's their new song, man. Shout out to them. That's going to be our local shout out for the day, man. Listen, I just got word of it today. That junk was fire. And, you know what I mean? I ain't even going to cap to you. That junk is, yeah, it's like that. It take me back, old school vibe. Love the way the producing was, the mix. It sounded great. Hey, give it up one more time for my boy, Classic MC and Justin Gotti. Give it up one more time, man. Give it up one more time. The song just released, so make sure y'all go out to YouTube. Go ahead and put that in your rotation and just vibe out, man. Spring is on the way. It's getting hot. It's getting more gorgeous every day. Somebody done went and whooped the groundhog's ass, man. That motherfucker said 6 more weeks of winter. Somebody went in there and grabbed that little motherfucker up and told her, hey, fuck that. Because with that little shit that we just had, with that 6 inches of ice plus 6 inches of snow, that shit was absurd. You know what I mean? But nothing more or less, man. Y'all already know. We got the new merch. Man. The UDR One Love collection is out. Is out now, available. Link is in the bio. Link is in the chat. Make sure y'all go rock with me. Go cop you a nice little Black History Month outfit. You know what I mean? Not an outfit, but like a shirt. You know what I mean? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's neither here nor there, man. Today, I just wanted to say I hope y'all have a blessed Friday. Y'all be safe out there. The weekend, it is getting hot outside. You know how motherfuckers tend to act when they get hot outside. But welcome to UDR Podcast, man. Not only do we keep it raw, man, we also shake up the internet. And today, I got something special for y'all. And I chose to do this interview because, like I tell y'all before, I'm a stickler for a person or people in general to go beyond, far and beyond, to make sure that they shit is right and to make sure that their business is top key, whether it's small, big, large, it doesn't matter. As long as they grinding and putting that work behind it and making that shit happen every day, man, that's all that matters to me. So again, if you have a local business and you would like to be brought in for an interview, DM me, because I promise you, if you putting the work behind it, I have no problem bringing you on here. You know what I mean? But on to the next, man. On to the next. one thing I do want to tell you that you've seen and you've been paying attention to my post, I'm dropping a new motherfucking segment. And it's going to take over on our Fridays, gang. So you already know how I'm coming, man. Listen. The rawest freestyle. All my local artists out there. All my local artists, I don't care if you local, you from the islands, you from wherever. All you got to do is reach out to me. I'm giving out 3 free interviews. 3 free interviews. I put the post up. Everybody post on it. But ain't nobody DM me yet. Like, come on, man. Y'all hype or not? Like, what's going on, man? What I need y'all to do is DM me. I got 3 spots. 3 spots that I'm going to do for free. 1 spot is already taken. 1 spot is already taken, so let me take that back. I got 2 spots available. But listen, just because the 3 spots get taken up don't mean you don't need to hit me up, man. Listen, invest in yourself and do great. My platform has reached now over 100,000 views. So it's going to get out there if your bars is right. You know what I mean? So without further ado, I just want to let y'all know that from not maybe next Friday or the Friday after that, the rawest freestyles will be happening, man. So artists will come on. We're going to talk about their music. We're going to show a couple of their music videos. We're going to listen to a couple of their songs. And then I'm going to play 3 random beats. 3 random beats. And they got to drop that shit. They got to drop that shit. You either coming or you not. Pause. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about that shit better be raw. Because if it's not, your ass finna get the, you know what I mean? You finna get the trash. If it's trash, it's trash. If it's ass, it's ass. If it's good, it's good. You know what I mean? And the chat's gonna help me decide. And then once we get deep into it and I have a rotation, the artists, we're gonna have a tournament. We're gonna have a tournament. So the best 3 we're gonna have a tournament of the freestyles. So the best freestyles, you know, same thing like a bracket. Once it get down, the winner will get a free music video. The winner will get a free music video. I'll shoot the I mean, I ain't gonna shoot it, but I'll pay somebody to shoot it. You know what I mean? And yeah, we go from there. So listen, man, make sure y'all tap in, DM me, let me know. Let's get this shit popping. You know what I mean? But without further ado, man, let me introduce the man and the reason why we're here, man. And it's going to be crazy because it's nothing spectacular, but it's crazy in the same, you know what I mean, ball field. So just sit back, get your motherfucking popcorn, and welcome in my homeboy Haley, man. What's good with you, brother?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt, man. How you feeling today, man?
Dude, I'm feeling great, man. Just glad to be doing something on a Friday night, you know?
Yeah, facts. And you know, it's Friday night. A lot of motherfuckers ain't got no jobs. And they ain't got shit to do. You know what I mean? So I'd rather be doing this anyway, shit, than rather than spending my money at the bar. You know what I mean?
Hey, me too, man. Me too.
But shit, man. We're gonna go ahead. What I do here on UDR podcast, man. With all my hosts, and guests, we do something what's called the quote of the day, man. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post the quote up. I'm gonna read it twice, and then I want you to give me your take on it, man, and let me know how you feel about it. That sound all right with you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's rock then, man. So the quote of today is discipline will take you places motivation never could.
Okay.
Need a moment of silence for that one. Let me read it again. Discipline will take you places motivation never could. How you feel about that, man?
That one is pretty deep. I'll tell you what. I think the discipline will take you places motivation never could. You know, you'll learn some certain things from the discipline you need to put in place to get there. Motivation just sometimes isn't enough. You can be motivated, but if you don't have the discipline along with it, you know, you're not going to get as far as you really could, you know.
Hey, my man dropping bombs already, man. Dropping bombs already. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. It goes back to football for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna be bluntly honest with you. We had, Stanton City, a team full of black kids, and we'd go out to Riverheads, team full of white kids, and they would bust our ass because they was more disciplined. We had all the athletes in the world, but we was never disciplined. We lost a lot of games, lost a lot of playoff games like that. Discipline, it goes a long way, because it all boils down to the basics. You know what I'm saying? People overthink, people overdo, and so on and so forth. But as long as you have discipline and you know to stay on it, you ain't never gonna lose. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yes, sir, man. Absolutely.
And I love this quote because it actually fits with what we're going to be talking about today during the interview and about your business, man. But since you're new, these quotes are generated from AI generating service. And if you see this little logo up here on the top right, that's going to be my new app that's dropping called Daily Fuel, UDR Daily Fuel. And you'll get AI quotes every day, and you can set timers for them. You can set them at a certain time. They can be emotional, they can be motivational, they can be upbringing, they can be whatever you want them to be. And every day AI will generate you a quote, and they'll come out something like this, man. And I think it's pretty cool. It was supposed to drop in March, but there's a lot of coding and stuff that got mixed up, so till further on, but it is on the way. And hopefully
awesome.
you'll be able to download it one day, man. And we'll be sitting back here with all the great motivational quotes. But yeah, man. So we just gonna dive right into it, man. We're gonna dive right into it.
All right.
Most people see a clean car or a polished aircraft, but they don't see the 5 a.m. mornings, the cold hands, the doubt, or the risk. Today, we're going to talk about the man and the family behind Blue Ridge Detailing. Fully mobile, certified, and grinding here in Stanton, Virginia. Let me ask you this. Was there ever a moment you almost quit?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I think that goes for any business owner out there that can say there's definitely been a time where they felt like it was the end of the road for them and their business,
Right. Most definitely. There's always going to be a time. If you ever went and did something that's going to be able to change your life and really generate purpose there, you're going to have ups and downs,
No, indeed, man.
Yeah, facts. So what was life like before Blue Ridge Detailer?
Before Blue Ridge, I was going to a 9-to-5 every day. I would still detail on the weekends for just my friends and family, just hook them up here and there. But, I still went to a 9-to-5 Monday to Friday. And I mean, it was just kind of draining, and I think anybody that works a 9-to-5 can probably agree to that. It gets fairly draining after a while, and it was time for a change,
Yeah, most definitely. Because I mean, I'm going to school right now, but I'm currently working a 9-to-5, and that shit sucks, man. You gotta clock in on time. They control your hours. It's just a lot that goes on, and you just like, I could have been out fishing today. You know what I mean? Instead, I'm in here and this motherfucker busting my ass.
Yeah, tell me about it, man. That was one of the big things, man. Was just I may work more hours than I did at a 9-to-5, but I feel like it is a purposeful hours that I'm working now, and not just generating money for somebody else in their pockets and whatnot. So
give that up, man. That goes back to the quote that everybody says: you'll never work a full-time job or work if you're in love with what you're doing for work.
Amen, man. That's big. Yeah.
And I don't hold no fault to you, because at the end of the day, I love what I do here. Hopefully this one day could be my full-time job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the work that I put in behind it, I don't mind it. I'm on it 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
That's what matters, man, is the work that nobody sees, because that's what's going to take you places that you wouldn't even imagine, man.
Yep, facts. So, what you working your 9 to 5, man? What pushed you to take the leap of faith? You know, what drove you to that point where you're like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm about to start my own shit. I'm about to start my own business and go up. What made you take that leap of faith?
Well, it was a long thought out process. I didn't just kind of wake up one day and say I'm gonna quit my job and start this business.
Right.
Of course, I've been working in the field for a long time, so it's just been a long time coming. But it was really just that I didn't go to college out of high school. I didn't do anything like that, so I felt like I only got so far in the workforce, at least in the field that I like to be in, and it still wasn't paying the bills with a family of 4 and whatnot. So I had to make a change, and it was actually that one step you're afraid to take might be the one that changes your life.
Yep, most definitely. And what'd you say, boss?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay. Yes, yeah. It's always that one step that people are afraid to take because they afraid to. I'm gonna be honest with you. They afraid to bet on themselves. A lot of people ain't built to bet on themselves. And I was just having this conversation with my brother the other day, man. And he told me, he was like, you different, Key. Like, you don't care what you put out there and what people think of you. And I was like, for what? Why would I care what people think about me when it's only room for one in the casket? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, that's a good one.
I'm here for a purpose. I'm not here for other people's liking. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be me thick and throughout, however that saying go. I'm gonna be me all the way through. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, like you said, man, they scared to. Oh man, they be sitting on wonderful ideas, and they just won't take that leap of faith, man.
No,
and like you said, the shit could change your damn life, man.
It could, man.
Change your damn life. So, 9 to 5, you decided, I'm gonna take that leap of faith. I'm gonna take it and start my business. When you told people, did they doubt you? What was said when that idea was brought to the table?
There was a few mixed emotions. I got to say my family's always been super supportive of me. So, I can't be more grateful for that. But, there's always some other people that are, especially other people in the same field as me that are kind of like, they just try to throw in those little doubtful thoughts just to kind of get your mind off track of really, really blowing up there. But, it was mainly, I'd have to say people in the same field, everybody around me, friends and family, they've been super supportive, but
that's good. Let's give it up for the friends and family because not a lot of people have that,
Absolutely.
Now, a lot of people like to throw salt in the game when they don't have that same urge as you do. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
They look at it like you dumb. Just people when I started the podcast, people, dude, what are you doing? You just sitting there. Nobody want to hear you talk.
Yeah.
Nobody want you hit 92 subscribers later. And really, I only been doing this about 7 months. I've had it since last year, but really consistently 7 months because I took a long time off because I was going through a breakup. But people was telling me, you just wasting your time. Don't worry about it. I mean, and I still ain't made it, but damn, I love it. I'm gaining traction. What the fuck? What's wrong with putting my faith in something that could possibly literally take me to the next level? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, dude. And that's what a lot of people, they get discouraged after, just a couple weeks of doing something that's not working out. And they're like, oh, I'm just going to quit doing that, find something else. And it's like, no, on average for small businesses, it takes about 3 years to actually start profiting in your business. You know, I think that's the statistic. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's
no.
what it is.
You around about the same you around the ballpark. I mean, it depends on what field you're in, but
Sure.
you pretty much took the question out my took the question right out of my mouth, because the next question I was going to ask you was what did your first month financially look like, you know, with leaving the 9 to 5, you know, bringing the idea to the table, letting your family know, friends know, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm pursuing, and I'm going balls to the wall with it. That first month, you know, everybody has that idea in their head. Oh, this shit's about to pop. You know what I mean? This shit's about to pop. And then you actually get in there, and then it's just like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? So your first month, man, what did it look like? I mean, you don't have to go into details, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, rough around the edges, was it profitable at first, or, you know, just give us a roundabout.
Well, you know, being, you know, I'm 28 years old. I don't have too much debt behind me and all that stuff going on. So, you know, it really doesn't take much for me to profit. But yes, it was a very small profit, especially because that first month, you know, I just bought the truck for my business, the trailer for my business, all the supplies you see. I mean, plus more. There's even more stuff going on in here. So, I mean, end of the day, no, I guess I did not actually profit, but I mean, I had money to pay my bills, barely.
And you know, that's good, because that means, one, you was working your ass off. I'm gonna keep that, because I'm gonna tell you now, leaving a 9 to 5 to pursue something, unless you had a bank account or mommy and daddy's money, that shit came about the bud. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that I mean, that's actually good. You know, I mean, like I tell people all the time, you know, you broke. Didn't I just tell you that? You know what I mean? Didn't I just tell you that?
Yeah.
But them bills paid.
That's,
you know what I mean?
What matters, man. You're not broke if you're paying your bills, man.
Yeah, as long as them bills still floating, shit, we good. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about nothing else. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, you know, I don't want everybody to get the wrong idea, but, you know, there's definitely, you know, I'm not really, it's been tough to save money sometimes, you know, there's been times where it's not even enough to pay my bills. So I'm like, oh, shoot. There's been times where I've paid my bills and I just can't, I have nothing else to put away for anything. So it's like, man, how am I supposed to, you know, exceed my lifestyle, not only my business, but my lifestyle too, with my family and my kids and all that. And, when we have months like that, and it's tough.
Yeah. And you can't do nothing but chalk it to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because let's be real, not everybody owns an airplane. Not everybody owns a car.
Yeah.
You know?
And they're two totally separate markets too. I mean, it's tough. It's very tough. And just to get into that aircraft market is a whole nother story. You know?
Yeah, we about to get up in it.
We'll get into that a little bit.
But speaking on, you know, that working hard, man, after the 9 to 5, and, you know, being able just to pay your bills, describe what them hours was like just to get the bills paid after quitting that 9 to 5.
Sure. So, I mean, by doing my own business, I do try to make it so I balance family life and work life fairly well. Now, the demand for work sometimes exceeds what I'm able to give to my family, and as much as I wish, you know, I could balance it better sometimes. I've been, you know, one day I was in Stuart, Virginia for 3 days doing some stuff. I was spent over 20 hours in a hangar at Shenandoah Valley Airport. That was over 2 days. Now, granted, that was 2 10-hour days. And
that's a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And these cars, you know, sometimes I'll think I'll have this day off, you know, let's plan all this, all that. And I'll get a call and somebody's like, hey, do you have any availability? And I'm like, yeah, I got today. And they're like, all right, let's do it. And I'm like, okay, let's go. And so there I am, leaving the plans I made and all this stuff, just, and going to serve a client. And, because that's what we try to do is provide great customer service and, high quality detailing.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that answer. I appreciate that. Because not a lot of people understand that neither.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's fun owning your own business. It's fun doing whatever, but it's not fun when, like you said, I got plans to do this, this, and this, but money calls. If I
Yeah.
miss that call, I don't know who's going to cancel the next 2-3 days. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I got to get it now while it's here in this present. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
that was a hell of an answer right there, bro. And I feel you on that, because it's times where, these past 2 weeks I haven't even been able to go live. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm juggling schoolwork. I'm working behind the scenes with my dude that created our new merchandise and our website. So I'm juggling all this stuff, and I'm just like, I gotta get it done now. You know what I mean? Because I'm overwhelmed, but at the end of the day, I gotta get it done because spring's about to hit. I gotta transform how the podcast is working, because it was strictly NFL and some, other topics here and there. Now there's no NFL, so now I gotta change the dialogue. Now I gotta figure out you know what I'm saying? It's a lot, but I understood where you came from when you stated the plans got to go on the drain, and as much as that sucks, that's just the nature of the game.
Absolutely.
Now going into that, you made the decision, to take that leap of faith. But it's not you that has to sacrifice; it's also your family. So, what sacrifices did your family have to make when you took that leap of faith? Like, for instance, bills, the stress, you're married, the arguments, you know what I'm saying, the doubts, like take us into that nature of it, aside from the hours and you just having the discipline to continue. Take us what it was like at home when you made that leap of faith.
Sure. Well, a lot of things happened. I have to market my business a lot on social media, so I spend a lot of time on the computer. I don't have any employees doing this stuff for me, so I'm spending a lot of time on the computer, on my phone, all that stuff, and that takes away from family time. So they sacrifice just spending that time with me and me getting that time with them. It's always never fun. We had to kind of be more careful on our spending because we didn't have such a consistent income. Sometimes we didn't know if anybody was going to call us that week. We had nothing on the books, and which is like, things aren't looking good. So we were like, we got to watch out, not spend as much, got to be very thin when we go to the grocery, stuff like that, and then of course, my wife being here with the kids most of the time. We have a 2-year-old that is just mighty wild, and then my 10-year-old who bounces back and forth from here to her mom's. When she's here, my wife has to take that on too, and she does a heck of a good job, but I know it puts a lot of stress on her. She doesn't get to always do the things she wants to do, things like that. But all in all, the reward of what we will have is going to make all those days pay off.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Because now a lot of people can't get personal neither.
Yeah.
They want to tell you the good, but they don't want to tell you the bad. For instance, back when I was in a relationship, it wasn't all good, because like you said, you got to market, you got to do this, you got to go places, you got to do that, you got to do that. And she was helping me, but, it does get a little overwhelming when you're working a 9 to 5, and then as soon as you get off from 9 to 5, you're on the computer or you're editing, and they're like, well, we need to go out to eat, or I want to go do something. And it's like, can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to do this, or hey, we ain't gonna be able to do this month because I got to drop $500-$600 on equipment, you know.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so again, man, I appreciate you for that answer. Now a lot of people like does cars. Okay, you got dealerships that details. You got people that do it as a side hustle. You got people that do it on their own. You know what I mean? But this is what I call betting on the niche. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because not only do you do cars, you do aviation,
Yes, sir.
aircrafts. Why? Why aviation? Because one, it's not common, and two, it's cool as shit in my book.
Well, you kind of answered your own question there with that comment of it's not common, so there's a market for it. Why not jump into it? Now, granted, there are other people that do it. It's not very spoken of much,
Right.
but there are other people who do it as well. And I don't know, like it started. I'll just kind of tell you the story of how we kind of got introduced to the market. Was actually at my daughter's horse riding class.
Okay.
Another student has a dad who pilots a private jet for somebody in the area. And he just kind of said, have you ever thought about applying your detail knowledge to aviation? And I was like, I've never really thought about, what it would take to do so. And he's like, well, you should. And I'm like, okay. So I think about it some more. I'm doing some research about it and decided, why not? It can't hurt. So it was cool. I've always kind of been interested in planes too. So it's nice to get up and close to them. It's not something a lot of people get to do unless they're in them.
Yeah, facts. And I only been on it. I only flown what, twice?
Mm-hmm.
I've flown to Mexico and from Mexico.
Yeah. So even then, flying in a plane is still not very,
Yeah. It's not in the depth as you go into the planes, because I'm pretty sure there's certifications that you have to get for it.
So you don't have to be certified, but there's many parts of a plane you can and cannot mess with, and can and cannot get wet, and
Right.
it wasn't worth the risk of liability not to be educated on the matter. And so yeah, we decided to take a course. We actually flew in a plane to Texas, and took a 3-day hands-on course there that was able to certify us by a credible detailing association. And it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun.
So was that like a financial risk getting that certification?
Yeah, absolutely. The class alone did cost some, and then of course the hotel, the trip to get there. It was an investment to get there, but we've already made that back with doing airplanes. So
Yeah,
it's
facts.
really it's not bad.
Yeah, that's, to me personally, like when you reached out and you was telling me about it, and the more I looked into it, I was like, that's cool as shit. Like,
Mhm.
like you wouldn't think, damn, planes get clean. I mean, maybe I'm just dumb, but me, I'm just thinking like, spray that motherfucker off and call it the day. You know what I mean? Or
Well,
I don't know.
I see a lot of people doing that. If we were to get into the process of it, the new and improved way of doing it actually involves no water at all.
What?
Yeah,
No
it's pretty
water
crazy.
at all.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. It just helps with water. Like, so airplane and the aluminum or the fabric and all that good stuff,
Mhm.
when it gets under it, everything under it's very corrosive. It'll corrode very fast. Sure, people are like, well, airplanes fly when it rains, so they're meant to get wet. They are,
Yeah,
but they're
because
meant to get
that's exactly what I was about to say.
so exactly. They are meant to get wet, but that's going 100 to 400 miles an hour, through the air, not sitting
Yeah.
still. So when you're actually washing an airplane, water's seeping down into places that it normally wouldn't when it's flying through the air at high speed.
Ooh, I did not think of that.
Yeah. So that's what
Shit.
this class really taught us about was, corrosion prevention, surface preservation, things like that to just help the longevity of the aircraft and the just structure of it hold up as long as it possibly can. I've done aircraft from the 1940s and stuff like that that are still flying around today.
Yeah, give it up for that, man. When you take courses like that, I think of like you're not only taking it for your interest, but you're also taking it for the liability of people's lives too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you fuck around and fuck one of them planes up, that's your ass.
Yeah. No doubt, man.
That's so the focus, that it takes for that, I'm pretty sure is crazy, man.
You got to think the surface area of an aircraft compared to a car is so much greater. I couldn't even put a number on it.
Yeah.
Not only that, but you have so many pivot points. You have to know where you can and can't get chemicals on. You don't want to be wiping the grease out of a pivot point that needs it. And then everything on these aircrafts are tracked. Now, granted, they don't have to log a detail, but everything else is logged, so they will know if you mess something up. So it's best to just know your P's and Q's and just be on top of it, because it's not a liability you want to be involved in.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, and ups to you. Because me personally, I'd be like, this one, I wouldn't get over the fact of how big that motherfucker is. Like me up on it, like, hey, this motherfucker big. You gonna clean that? Oh yeah, my bad. And I don't fuck around and spray water on something that was supposed to spray on. You know what I mean?
My first corporate jet, man, I had that. You should have seen my reaction to the size of it. I did look up the dimensions of it online.
Yeah.
Just to see kind of what I was getting into. It has like a 63-foot wingspan. The tail wing was 30 feet in the air. And now 30 feet, when you think about it, it doesn't seem like it's too much. Like 30 feet, like, yeah, that's high, but that doesn't seem too much. But when I got up to it and I was like,
yeah,
oh my gosh, I got to get up there. Like,
what's going on here?
Yeah, I have to carry a ladder on top of my trailer that, as an A-frame, it'll be 22 feet, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I'm all the way up there, I can get just about to with my hand up, I can reach about 28 to 30 feet. So, one of the big tools involved with it is extension poles. We got to have them.
Yeah,
gotta have them. And that's a medium-sized corporate jet. That wasn't even a large jet. So, like, they get huge.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Because when we got on the plane, we flew Delta, and that one came in, right? And I was like, dang, that joint big. Then there was this huge ass plane that came in, and they was like, yeah, nah, that joint was so big, bro, it scared me. Because I was like, what?
Yeah.
How is that shit flying through the air?
It's crazy, man. The physics of it is nuts.
Yeah, most definitely. So with that being said, man, knowing you got to be on your P's and Q's, what's the pressure? What's the pressure like knowing that one mistake on a plane isn't cosmetic?
It definitely puts some pressure on you. Now, for us, we are properly insured specifically to do aviation detailing. Mm-hmm. So we do have a pretty large insurance policy that'll cover anything that we might mess up. Now, granted, we've never had to use it. We've never had to claim anything under it. We are very, very careful around these aircraft. But that's really just to cover us, peace of mind for the customer, you know, to know that, hey, if these guys do mess anything up, their insurance will take care of it. I don't have to worry about it, because a little mess up can be a, you know, couple $100,000 repair.
Woo. Yeah, I would hate.
Yeah.
I would hate to see that bill slide through there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because I wiped some grease off. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Shit.
Exactly. You know, it's not something to just play around with. You know, you got to really know what you're doing.
Yeah, most definitely, man. But I ain't gonna run you down with these aircraft you know, questions too much. I just wanted to get to the nitty gritty parts
Yeah.
of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
To let our viewers know that, you know, this isn't just working stuff. This is responsibility. You know what I mean? You know,
Absolutely.
these certifications, these jobs that you're doing, it's not only putting money in your pockets, but it's also helping another company provide for other individuals. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I give it up to you for there, because here soon, when I be taking these flights out of town, I'm gonna be thinking about you. Hey, shout out to my aviation detailers. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Now, I do know that with commercial airlines, we don't really get involved with those. They usually have their own crews to do their own
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm just saying in general, all the
Aspect
aviation.
of aircraft, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
know, appreciate it, because you don't think
but I
about that
love,
stuff when you get on a plane, man.
no,
You don't
no,
think
you don't.
about how, like I said, I never knew that airplanes even got clean.
Yeah,
I swear to God, I thought they just spray them off, keep it pushing. But you know, the more I looked into your craft, I was like, God, like this is very interesting. You know what I mean? And
oh sure.
a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, would love to know. You know what I mean? The ones that are in here now, probably like, shit, like I didn't even know all this goes into uh airplanes or aircrafts. Now they know, hey, you know, I know somebody, well, somebody around my area cleans planes. This, and this goes into it. And then if it happens to get brought up in a conversation, like, oh, well, this flight got canceled because this and this and this happened. Oh, yeah, I saw that on UDR podcast. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. Exactly. You know, yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. It's a fun industry to be in. You know, I can't say anything bad about it. Besides, it's a lot of work, and so if you don't like a lot of work, don't get into it. But
Yeah.
it's definitely pleasing, and you'd be surprised with how dirty these aircraft get. You know, and a lot of people think because they're going so fast in the air, nothing gets stuck on them or nothing. You know, they don't get dirty, but it's really these smaller general aviation aircraft, like you know, your smaller Cessnas or Pipers or you know, things like that. That, you know, since they're a single engine piston aircraft and their engine's at the front of the plane, their exhaust actually dumps right below it. And so all that exhaust residue gets stuck on the belly of the aircraft, and I mean, it gets gunked up, and they actually get pretty dang dirty. You'd be surprised.
Dang. Yeah, I would have never thought about that.
Yeah.
Because me thinking, you know, speed, you know, knock that shit's off.
Yeah.
You know?
think. Well, and like bugs too. Bugs are a huge thing, man, when they're coming in for a landing.
Oh yeah, that landing. I was about to say there's bugs all the way up there.
No, not usually.
What kind of bugs is up that motherfucker? If it's bugs up there, those shits is probably big than a motherfucker because all that oxygen up there.
Oh gosh, no, yeah, no. When they come in for a landing, man, they're leading edges of the wings, the nose, and really the under the cowl where the engine sits of these smaller airplanes. They get just riddled with bugs, man, and they don't come off easy because they are coming in hot. You know, they're just smacking all over them.
Facts. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I would have never thought it got that deep. You know.
Yeah.
I'd have never thought it got that deep. But we're gonna go ahead and transition, you know, because you don't only do aircrafts, you also do mobile, mobile detailing as well on cars.
Yeah, absolutely. We do cars, trucks, fleets, company vehicles, whatever you got. You know, if it's got wheels and a motor, we'll probably clean it for you.
So why choose mobile over a shop?
Well, you know, most of it goes into the financial part of it. The shop, you have a lot more overhead expenses than you do with mobile. Granted, you do have some startup costs when you do mobile business, but once you get those cleared up and squared away, it's really just especially with detailing, you really just have your products you have to, you know, resupply on every now and then. You know, pads, all that stuff. But a lot of the tools you use are just like a one-time buy. You know, I buy my polishers and I haven't had to replace them at all yet. Of course, your little brushes you'll buy again and all that kind of stuff. But most of your, you know, if you actually get some quality stuff, you don't have to replace it very often at all. So most of it went into the overhead cost of doing business.
That's smart.
You got rent for a shop, electricity, your water bill is going to be high. And then your house, you got to pay for your house and stuff on top of that. And that just, that seemed like a lot to make up before I'm even putting money in my pocket.
Yeah, that's smart. But it's also smart too, because I'm going to be honest with you, like when springtime comes around, we just had this conversation. I'm definitely going to be calling you like, hey, what you doing, man? You go by and clean my truck up, because this motherfucker too damn big. And me personally, I'll half-ass it. Like, I'll get done with the tires, and then I'll be like, yeah, the tires look good enough. I ain't worried about nothing else. You know what I mean? So, that's smart. And especially, you know, especially if I'm at work or something, man. You mind pulling up to my job and, you know, knocking this out while I'm at work? Get off from work, clean ass vehicle, and you know what I mean, like that. I think that shit's dope. You know,
that was a big part of it too, was the just convenience for the customer. You know, I do I help out with a lot of elderly people's cars. You know, they don't be driving a lot, so I come to them and makes it a lot easier. These really busy single moms, these really busy just moms in general. I'll go to wherever they're at, knock out a quick interior or exterior or something real quick. You know, we can do pretty much anything on site. We just won't apply ceramic coatings out in the sun. You know, that's just not good practice. So besides that, yeah, we'll do pretty much anything on site wherever you're at, as long as we have the time allowed for it.
Hell yeah, shit. Hey, I promise you'll be getting a call from me, because I won't be cleaning my damn truck. I'm gonna give it one spray down just to get this mud up off these tires, and then after that,
no doubt.
So you ever had a detail in crazy weather?
You know, it does kind of suck when it comes to doing cars and stuff. When I do use water, I carry my own water with me in a water tank that I try to keep heated. But the big problem is my water lines. You know, they freeze even if I get those heated cords you can wrap around them. They still end up freezing in the really cold temperatures. So when it gets so cold, I can only do interior work, but I'll still go out as long as, you know, my bottles alone don't freeze, which I try to take them inside when I see a freeze coming up, because, you know, your products freezing can make them separate and, you know, make them not as good as they should be.
Most definitely.
But the craziest weather was probably just a big rainstorm or something. I've been out there washing the car, and I always ask the customer, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because the minute you drive away, it's gonna get dirty." And they're like, "Yeah, sure. Let's just do it anyways." I'm like, "All right." Okay.
Hey, that's only. Hey, I asked you once. After that, hey, it's fair game.
Yeah, I mean, it still looks good while you're, you know, and we try to put some good wax on it to where the water just flings off of it, but you know, we can only do it so much once they drive it in the rain.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. So what's the hardest on-site job you've ever done?
Are we speaking of cars or aircraft?
Give me an example of both.
Okay, well, the aircraft was definitely and it was only hard because of how big it was. It was that corporate jet I spoke of earlier. It's a Challenger 300. You can look them up. I think it's a 9-passenger private jet.
Damn.
And it was hard because Oh, no. I think brand new. I remember them saying brand new. It was like 26 million. I think.
What's it called again?
Challenger 300,
Challenger 3.
made by Bombardier. I think that's how
Yeah.
you say it.
Good God Almighty. Good. Yeah, that's a jet for your ass right there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So this is what we talking about right here. Damn, that thing nice, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Got to do the interior of it. Got to clean that up. Did the whole exterior. Polished bright work on the leading edges of the wings, which is that aluminum, like chrome looking stuff. You'll see it's made of aluminum, but on the wing there, and yeah, cleaned up the landing gear for them and sent them on their way.
Hell yeah, shit. Get on that PJ. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. Damn. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. And I mean, for cars, man, it's hard to give a example of something super hard because it's really the bigger they are, the harder they are, or the messier they are. And I get a lot of both. Very big vehicles. Luckily I didn't have to clean the outside of this thing, but we just did a crane truck for a business in Charlottesville the other day. We cleaned up the interior of it for them. Just having to haul all your tools and hoses and vacuum and everything else up that high is just a pain in the butt. But I would say messy over big is worse. I would rather have a big vehicle than a super, super dirty one.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had so many really dirty ones, man. I couldn't even give you an exact example. That's what we do. We specialize in just reviving these really worn out, loved on cars, man, to give them a good refresh. They're not, we do our best to make them feel brand new. But it's really just that refresh that these customers are loving about it is, it feels brand new to them, even though it's still, may have some wear damage in it that, we can't fix cars, but
600,000 miles on it,
Exactly. So they're still going to show signs of wear, but they're going to be super clean, and these customers just love it. So we try to stick to that business model of doesn't matter how dirty it is, bring it in and we'll make it look as close to brand new as it can get.
Ain't nothing like, you just got paid. You know what I mean? It's a Friday evening. It's hot outside. You about to go get a little outfit or something. But ain't nothing like getting that car clean, them wheels looking good,
Mm-hmm.
I smell good, and it just feel brand. It got that new smell to it.
Yeah.
And I'm riding through the city with the jump down all day, just
feeling good.
Just feeling great. This bumping little boost. Yeah, we trying to set it off in this mother. You know what I mean? That's how I ride through that jump.
Oh,
windows down there, everything. You know what I mean?
It's a good feeling, man, and people don't realize it until they get a professional cleaning done, and they're like, "Wow, I really needed this." People spend way more time in their cars than they'll ever like to admit, but don't you want to be in a clean space when you're in that car for so long?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people's cars you get in and be like,
"Oh, let me not touch anything,"
Bro, you live in this motherfucker? What's going on? This is not safe. You know what I mean? This is not safe. How?
It is crazy, Yeah, that's why we love it, dude. I don't know. We do get blown away by the condition of some of these cars, and we're like, it's good thing you're bringing it to us because it really needs this, and we're glad to help people out in that way. We do. Giveaways every now and then. We'll give away a free service or help out another local business around here with cleaning up a company car or something, of that sort. Right now we're actually doing a raffle giveaway with a vet service.
Okay.
They call it Acorn Vet Service. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. They're involved. Well, the owner, I should say, is really involved in the aviation.
Wow.
So our prizes are like $1,500 in cash or a full exterior aircraft detail on a single engine plane.
Okay.
That's it'd be the same value, and then your second place is $275 or a exterior dry wash on your aircraft, and so it is kind of geared toward aircraft, although there is a cash prize for first place. So
Ain't nothing wrong with that shit.
yeah,
You need to be grateful. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
it just all proceeds go to help animals get placed in humane habitats that need it, and they'll get flown all over the place to where they need to be, and supervised by veterinarians of all different places. And yeah, it's just a cool mission that we were like, yeah, we do.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Ain't nothing wrong with giving back to the community. You know what I mean?
I feel like they're the ones who support us as a small local business. That it's only right for us to do what we can to support them back.
And I didn't learn that until I moved out to North Carolina. When I moved out to North Carolina, I moved to a little town called Fairmont, and Fairmont's not big at all. It's not big at all. Like, it would make Stanton look like fucking Richmond.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not big at all. But let me tell you something. They support each other through whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you go out there and tell them, hey, I'm starting this business. People, boom, 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 left and right. For instance, my ex, she had her own detailing business because she can clean the piss out of a car. I'm not even going to cat tea.
Yeah.
When I tell you she posted that post, and the next day she had over 17 cars in that damn yard, people was just left and right, boom, 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 just supporting. Then she did t-shirts. They were supporting that. Then she did the costumes. They were supporting that. Then other people, she was just, hey, we need to go here because they just opened a food truck. Hey, we need to go here because they got this. And I'm like, dang. If you build, people don't realize, if you can build within the community, you're unstoppable, man.
Yeah.
If your community can rock with you, your community is the ones, they're the buyers. They're the people, they're the targets. You know what I mean? Because once they get into what you're providing, you can only go up. You know what I mean? If the whole city of Stanton and the whole Augusta County is talking about Blue Ridge Detailing, then who's going to get called the most when it comes to, hey, I need my car cleaned? You know what I mean? Like, from here on out, of course, I'm going to be a detail. Blue Ridge Detail came through. They just knocked my truck out. Go get yours now. You know what I'm saying? That one post could just be like, now, as soon as you pull out my driveway, just because of a Snapchat, 6 other people hit you like, yo. And it's just like, dang, one person has that much effect. Yeah, because I might not know the same person you know. Or I'm not the only person that needs to get their truck cleaned or don't like cleaning their shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, let me reverse that, because I'm not saying I don't like cleaning my shit, make it sound like my shit dirty. My shit ain't dirty. You know what I mean? But as far as like the outside of it, like I got a big ass truck, you know.
Well,
that's a job.
I'm with you. I mean, I gotta clean my truck because I pull my trailer with it that I detail out of. But I mean, if I didn't have to, I would not. I mean, I don't want to clean my own stuff after I clean cars all day, you know.
Yeah, most
So,
definitely.
I'm with you. I have to, but
yeah, that's crazy work. But yeah, building within the community, man, that's where it's at. But you have too many people, you know what I mean, that don't want to see you in because they didn't have the idea first, or they again don't have that leap of faith. So they're like, yeah, I mean, you're wasting your time, or forget it, I'm not supporting it. You know, it's just the way the world's set up today, man. It's scary, sad, and fucked up. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Yeah, you got to do your best in the world full of hate and all this other stuff. So, you know, just
facts.
It's tough.
Facts.
We do the best we can.
Facts. So I'm gonna hit you with a couple more questions, man. Then I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
But we're gonna dive into some of the mental toughness, man.
Okay.
Just to get an insight of, because we don't went into the beginning stages, the 9 to 5 to the family, the paying your bills, then jumping into a niche that's uncommon and is a financial risk. And then we jumped into the smarts about having a mobile business instead of a shop business, where the costs actually put more money in your pocket. So now I want to dive into the mental toughness, because once you get to a certain point, you always hit a brick wall. Boom. Once you hit that brick wall, have you ever had any times where you drove home and you were like, this ain't worth it?
Yeah, I mean, I went out to a private airfield. It was about 3 hours away from here, and I had to do three. They were smaller planes, single engine aircraft. But there were three of them, and he wanted all three of them done that day. So, I wake up, 4:30, 5 a.m., hop in the truck, load everything up, head on out on this journey. We get there about 8 o'clock. Really, it's just me. I say we as a business, but it's just me.
Right.
And so I'm out there tackling these three planes, and it takes me all day. Planes are not, I say small planes, but they're still not small.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
So it took me all day. And driving home, I was like, man, was this aircraft idea really, really the way I want to go? Like, that's a lot of work. And like I said, a lot of people will do it a couple times and then end up quitting because they don't think it's worth it or whatnot. And I think in the end, this is really gonna be a something for my family and I, something big.
That's good, man. And I wish nothing but the best for you, man. I hope it prospers so much that man, that it'll be too much.
Yeah.
You have that point to where you're like, damn, I want to see you be able, like, yo, Key, like, what's up, man? Nothing, man. I had to send 13 employees out to fucking Richmond and Monticello and Shenandoah, just because I got 32 aircrafts that need, whatever. And I'm just sitting at home, working behind the scenes, So I wish the best for you, man, and I hope that everything works out for you too, man.
I really appreciate that, man. That's the goal is, one day I do kind of hope to solely kind of convert to only aviation detailing. And that be enough to support me and my family. Hopefully I can have some people to take some workload off of me and and
hell yeah,
we'll be rolling. I want to create something for my family, not just create a job for myself,
Yep. Generational wealth.
Absolutely.
Man. So in that moment, I ain't mean to cut you off. What was you saying, boss?
I just said absolutely. You're good, man.
So when in that moment, man, when you was, like, dang, was it worth it? What kept you grounded and motivated to be like, what, like, it got, one bad day, fuck it, like, we gonna keep it pushing. What kept you grounded? What kept you pushing?
Well, of course, the family at home that I got to feed. This is our, only income, so I have to do something to make some money. The other thing was I just spent thousands of dollars on new equipment for this aviation thing, so I better not waste that and put it to use. So, that was another little kick in the butt. Like, hey, man, you just spent all this, and now you're got to do something, man. You can't just let it go. And then there's 3 aircraft. Those were actually the first 3 I ever did, and it was at one time, so it was pretty crazy. And then from there on, we went to, another one came, and another one came, and then that jet came by, and things really started looking up. So I was like, okay, sweet. And the winter time always affects businesses of our kind of nature of detailing of any sorts. the cold weather, the lack of people wanting to clean the salt off when it's just going to happen again here in a couple weeks or something. So I mean, the wintertime is really the toughest time, but yeah, I mean that's all I can really say about pushing it forward, man. And we're just doing the best we can.
That's all that needs to be said, because a lot of people don't have that neither. A lot of people like, fucking that shit. Hell no, I'm not doing that. That wasn't even worth it. And leave it at that. But like you said, you kept going, and then it got better and better and better and better. You know what I mean?
That's the part that people, they quit before it starts getting better, and you gotta keep going, keep pushing, stay motivated, stay disciplined. If we're gonna go back to that quote of the day, and just keep pushing forward. Don't let it hit you 10 steps back. You take 2 forward. You want to just keep going.
Well, okay, dropping bombs on us, boy.
Trying to.
All right, man. So I got 2 more for you, and then I'm gonna hit you with a powerful emotional closure. Okay.
Okay.
So, what separates people who talk about starting a business from people who actually do start the business?
I think a lot of it is they don't really know how the startup process goes. They're like, how do I even begin to start a business? Do I need to be an LLC? Am I a sole proprietor? Am I this? Am I that? Do I even know what I'm doing? And it does get a little, intimidating reading through all the steps you do have to take, because you got to jump through some hoops. You do. I'm not going to lie, but it's really not as complicated if you just, it's not going to be let's start a business and do it all today. It's going to be a process. Then you've got to get your EIN number for taxes and this and that. And it's intimidating to a lot of people. I think that kind of scares them away from taking that jump. Along with the fees that come along with some of that stuff you got to file, and, but it's not even that much. You just got to do it, just do it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm loving it, man. That boy on it.
I've actually helped a couple people kind of figure out their start to their own business. They're like, dude, what did you do to even, get your name published? How'd you even secure a name that's for you? And, it's all, you just gotta be willing to help your neighbor, man.
And that's all. That reverts back to what I said earlier, man. Within the community.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem. I tell people all the time, dude, hit me up.
Yeah.
You want to come on the show? Only thing I ask is that you have the trail behind you that shows, like, I've been doing my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching out to you because I see you doing your shit. I just, hey, let's do it together. There's a lot of people out here, the LOE clothing brand out of Waynesboro. They going hard, dropping shit left and right. They're on it. They're in stores now. The Herd store in Stanton. You know what I mean? You go to Eminem Sweets. She just started her business, but the drive that she got, she pushing it. Every day I see her posting Snapchats. Every day I see other people posting her product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My cousin J-Rock, look at him. He's a fucking mixologist. You know what I mean?
Is he? I was curious about what he's up to.
He's a mixologist, awesome, man. I say he's probably the best bartender around here and surrounding areas, man. You go to him, you're gonna get fucked up. You know what I mean? But it's just, I tell people, just come to me and talk to me. You know what I mean? Like these artists out here that's making music. That's why I'm doing this new segment, the Raw's Freestyles. Like, I used to do music. Now I'm into this lane, but I still love music. You know what I mean? So of course, these young and upcoming rappers, come on, man. Come on the thing, make it pop. You know what I mean? You talented, don't be afraid to show it, because listen, I'm damn near the only one doing this around here. You know what I mean? And I'm actually making a little noise. So, Hey,
Yeah.
I'm actually opening my platform. Like, come on,
Hey,
let's
man.
do it. You know,
Yeah.
you got to be able to lend that hand out. You know,
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt,
got
man.
to.
And I've even told other local detailers in the area, we've come up to talk and chat with each other, and I tell them, I don't view you really as competition. What I mean? If I do that, we're going to be button heads. We're always going to be, price gouging each other, this and that. Like, if
It's
anything, if
enough
I'm too
money for
busy,
everybody.
yeah, like if anything, if I get too busy, I want somebody to call that'll still take care of my customer to the, standards that I would. So like, let's make this a friendship, not a competitiveness.
Yeah,
And I
most
think
definitely.
that's a big thing in small businesses, especially.
Yeah, definitely, because everybody wants money. Everybody don't understand. Like you said, it takes time. Like from this podcast, out of all the time I've done it, I made approximately from $3 to $1,000. Is that life changing money? No, but you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Does that account for the $1,500 laptop that I got sitting in front of me? Does it count for the $1,200 iPad, the fucking softwares, all this shit? Does it
Yeah,
account for all that? No, not yet. You know what I mean? But that shit don't defer me.
yeah, you
Like,
can't let it.
I can't sit back and my coach told me when I was in college, he was like, go hard now, so when you go home later, you won't sit back and harp on why you didn't go hard earlier.
I mean, that's, and I do that exact thing, especially because I feel like from the time I turned 21 to now, time has just been like a blur.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I'm just like, why couldn't I have started something like this when I was, 20 years old? I could have been past that, startup, and I could be making some good money now. And,
Yeah.
we
It's
do our
better
best.
late than never. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's the big
Because
thing, man.
imagine telling your kids, oh, you're gonna have to do this, and you're gonna have to do that. There's
Yeah.
nothing. I mean, pops didn't, or mom dukes wasn't able to accomplish this or accomplish that, and then they look back in our generation and be like, y'all had the internet, y'all had this, y'all had that, y'all had all this access, and you ain't do nothing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
And that's what makes me go hard, because I'm just like, when I do have kids or whatever, I want to be able to create general wealth, because that's something that's not created within my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me to break that curse and be like, shit, my kids set, whatever the fuck they want to do, they're gonna be able to do. And that's why I love like people like you with these businesses, like the ones I mentioned earlier that
Mhm.
are, even Corey. You remember Corey Darkus?
Yeah.
Dude, the dude is a fucking phenom when it
He-
comes to the camera. Like, you need any sport photos taken, you need any pictures taken, hit Corey, bro. Like, Corey is fire, bro. Like, and that he's done jumped from 2-3 different careers, and he's been immaculate at everything he's done. You know what I mean? And I ain't dick riding. I'm just saying
Yeah.
the drive that he got. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't see a lot of people like that. Look at Beans, no easy. Beans, hell of a video person. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
take video, he shoot photos. Just everybody got a niche, and it's just the ones that's really behind it and pushing it 24/7. Those are the ones I respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we found ours, and we're, especially this spring, we're going to be pushing it really hard to hopefully level up in that aviation industry and be known. We're pretty well known for detailing cars, but yeah, the aviation industry needs to get a little taste of what we can do.
I know that's right, man. And you gonna
Yeah.
get it done. I got one more question for you, man.
Yeah, hit me.
What advice would you give someone in Stanton, Augusta County, or the surrounding areas who wants to bet on themselves? What advice would you give them?
Well, I tell them to do it, of course. Bet on yourself, man. Nobody else is going to do it for you. I mean, there's only so many times you're going to fail before you hit that one point that's going to shoot you to the next step, and it all goes back to what made me take my leap of faith was that one step you're scared to take could be the one that changes your life. And I'll give that advice to the day that I die.
I love it, man. I love it.
I'm kind of mad I brought that out a little earlier now. That would have been a good answer for that.
It's all good, man. I'm gonna hit you with this power question, man. This one might set deep on you, but I gotta give the viewer something, man.
All right.
If your kids watch this episode 10 years from now, what do you hope they say about how you built Blue Ridge Detailer?
Oh man.
Yeah.
What did the kids say?
What do you hope they say?
I hope they say that I did a darn good job. I did everything that I should have done. And I hope that they'll see that from just how we'll be, I guess just everything in our life will be at that point. I'm hoping that they'll see that before, but it's all for them, man. Everything I do is just so they can hopefully live a little bit less financially cooped up than I've gotten to the past 10 years of my life or so. And
that's always the goal, man. That's always the goal. Because when I have kids, I told my parents, everybody, when I have kids, man, my life don't stop, but it stops because I start living for them. Everything I do is going to be for my son, daughter, because whatever I have to do, you know what I mean? Yeah. If it means if I'm doing this and this is where it needs to be, hey, if I got to be on the road, I got to be on the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My favorite quote was from Kevin Hart. Everybody want to be famous, but nobody wants to put the work in.
Man, that goes for just being a business owner, being somebody that not just famous. I'd say that goes for a lot of other things. People just don't want to put the work in.
Yep, and that just goes to say, man, a lot of people they want the easy way out, and I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised like that, so I had my ways when I was younger, but as I grew and started to understand financials and understand that life is only but so long, make something out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do something while you can with it.
Yep. So, but I do want to thank you for coming on, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man. I haven't gotten an opportunity like this before, so it's definitely a little game changer for me and hopefully the business as well. And we'll see what happens, man. I'm glad to get back in touch with you too, because it's been a while since I've gotten to see you.
Yeah, most definitely, man. It was great getting in touch with you and being able to sit down and, have a grown man conversation. And I love it. I love to see the people I grew up with, doing something with their life and not just sitting around playing with their dick all day, But for the ones that's in the chat, man, I'm gonna show you their website just so you guys can just get a full view of their antics and what they do, man. So if you want, you could dive a little into how they can get in touch with you and so on and so forth, boss.
Yeah, sure thing. So, we're most active on our Facebook page, is Blue Ridge Detailing LLC. You'll see the little winglet here as the profile picture, or what you saw at the top of that website page. That's probably, you'll see most of our work on there, the planes we've done, the cars we've done. You'll see all that good stuff. You can message us actually straight from our website too. It'll send us an email and we'll get in touch with you as soon as we see that. Call us, text us. You okay if I say that number on here?
Yeah, go ahead, boss.
Yeah. It's just 540-292-9535 is the phone number for Blue Ridge Detailing. So that'd be the best way if you want to look at our work or anything. Check out Facebook. We do have Instagram. We're not as active on that, but yeah, and then the website, of course, like he's showing you. So yeah, cool.
Yes, sir, man. And again, dude, I appreciate you so much for coming on. Again, sorry about the we were supposed to Ben had done this, but I got wrapped up in the school and so I appreciate you being patient with me and still giving me the opportunity on interviewing you and let me be able to broadcast your business on my platform. It was an honor and a pleasure, man. I wish the best for you. I hope you continue to prosper. And good luck, man. Good luck, dude.
I gotta catch you, man. I hope you do well in your endeavors. And yeah, I mean, if you got the drive like you do now, man, you just wait till you got some kids, man. It'll set another fire under your ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
It's a good deal, man. It was good to talk about it. I'm glad I could give a little background on us in the business on a public level. And yeah, if anybody is curious of business startup, I'd be happy to give my experienced advice. That's all I can do. I don't, I'm not no business advocate or whatever they're called. I just did something and I can help you too if you need it. So
that's more than what a lot of people would offer,
Absolutely, man. It's really not a hard process. You just need somebody to kind of walk you through the first parts of it, and it'll take you the rest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, man. I appreciate you. You
Sure.
go ahead and get to them youngins, man. And
All right, man.
have a blessed evening, man.
You too, man. Thank you very much. Have a good one, man.
All right, boss man. That's going to be a wrap for today's episode, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Make sure you go out. We got the new merch. Make sure you go out, take a look at it. Send me some feedback. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. The UDR One Love collection is out, man. For the ones that do go and get something, send me a picture with you. Send me a picture with you rocking it. I got a special little something giveaway that I'm gonna do for 3 people. So make sure y'all tap in, and also stay tuned for the newest segment, the rawest freestyles, man. Please stay tuned, because I'm telling you, we about to turn it up. Got a lot of shit going, man. Y'all just make sure y'all stay tuned in, stay tapped in with your boy. And remember, not the best, but the greatest podcast on the internet, man. Not where we only spit facts, but we also shake up the internet, baby. I appreciate y'all, man. And let's believe there will be a next time, man. Deuces.